Praise be to Jesus. Pope's new document has very, very troubling parts. EWTN panel. The just-released Apostolic Exhortation on Holiness, Gaudet et Exsultate, Rejoice and Be Glad, is stirring up controversy and seems to take aim at some of the Pope's critics in the Church. EWTN's Raymond Arroyo and the Papal Posse broke down the troubling parts of the document on the world over on April 12th. Because of the divisions which have gotten worse under this papacy, said Faith and Reason Institute President Robert Royal, when Pope Francis puts out a document like this, which is largely good, we can't read it without suspicions or controversy. There is a serious division now, and it comes to the fore even when he's trying to deal with a relatively non-controversial subject like holiness, he added. I enjoyed the parts which dealt with the supernatural life, said Father Gerald Murray, a canon lawyer, but I got to the section where the Pope deals with what he calls neo-Pelagianism, and I just said to myself, wait a minute, what's going on here? Then there's another section on neo-Gnosticism, says Murray. Adding these are, in my opinion, very serious problems in this document because he seems to be defending the controversial parts of Amoris Laetitia by lashing out at people who don't agree with him. And I find that very, very troubling. It seems to me he's talking about those who object to what he wrote in the 8th chapter of Amoris Laetitia, said Murray, where he's saying in some cases people who are in invalid second marriages can be given communion while remaining in those adulterous unions. You cannot categorize obedience to the Ten Commandments as a defect, said Murray, and it is not a museum to say that what Christ said 2,000 years ago is what I believe today. Murray feels that through this passage, the Pope is stigmatizing people who wonder, why are we changing what St. John Paul II told us to do? If there are legitimate reasons why the Pope thinks his point of view about giving communion to the divorced and remarried can be defended on the basis of Catholic doctrine and tradition, said Murray, he should state them so that we can have a dialogue. This just seems to be a discussion ender, where he's basically, with invective, stigmatizes those who don't agree with him. I respect and love the Pope, said Murray, but Holy Father, when we think you made a mistake, charity demands we tell you that. And you'll see the link here, and there's also more to the article. It does quote some